productivity is up, but people are not making that much money. The wages are not going up. Soon we're going to see billion-dollar companies run by one person using AI. The people who will lose their jobs are the ones who will compete with AI. You should be looking at going into trades because AI can absolutely do coding, content writing, marketing. I would never trust a machine to draw my blood if there is a human available. These companies are just getting you hooked on AI, and when you are hooked, at the end of the day, they're gonna just take away. How do you get experience? That is the catch-22 situation that we have. Nobody knows anything, right? What's gonna happen? Nobody can predict. So there is this whole commotion going on in the market that AI will eat your job. AI will take this job and you will be jobless and stuff like that. And today we'll discuss how much truth there is to that saying. So it's not that black and white. There is a nuance to it. And we are talking about the jobs it'll take is white collar jobs, right? Most of the times, the jobs that you can do with your brain, they are at a risk of going down. And all the jobs that you can do with your hands, it's very difficult for robots yet because to do. And they can do it, but the amount of money that humanoid robots they charge is too much. It's hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the time that they take time to charge, right? And the error rate is also high. And right now the technology is just not there. So any job that you can do with your hands is still safe. And any job that you can do with your brain, and any job you can do with your computer, it's difficult, man. It's very difficult. So exposed to AI does not mean that it's getting eliminated. Exposed to AI can sometimes be a good thing, right? Let's say everybody is trying to scare you, right? That AI has taken over coding entirely. I know. Last time I coded, I don't even remember if I wrote any single line of code without using AI. But right now, there is a big opportunity for people who are using AI to leverage and get much more work done and the much better quality of work done at much higher speed and pace than their competitors, right? It is like a bicycle. You can walk, let's say 1 kilometer, but you can, with the same energy, you can bicycle so many kilometers on end, right? That's what this is. That's what AI is doing. So the main issue that's happening is AI is taking away entry-level jobs because nobody is hiring entry-level jobs anymore. Back in the day, you used to go to the college and get your degree, and after that you'll just go get a regular job, and they will teach you content writing, marketing, stuff like that. Things like that you'll be taught. But nowadays with AI, those jobs are absolutely gone. And people don't want to hire entry level anymore because they can just train an AI to do that job that a fresher would do, and you'll have to train the fresher anyway, and sometimes their attrition, a fresher goes, and AI, you train it once, you pay for the token, pay for the subscription, and it's there. It's doing the job without any breaks, without any holidays, and without any hassles and whatnot that comes with hiring a real human. So those entry-level jobs are shrinking, and people, to get to the next level of jobs, people want experience in entry-level jobs. And if you don't have any entry-level jobs, how are you going to get experience, right? So that is the biggest problem that is occurring in the market. And junior workers can't learn on the job if AI is doing the job for most of the people. And real companies have already replaced those workers with AI. The entry-level jobs are dying off, and people are not hiring people without experience. And people, it's very difficult for these Gen Z people that are getting out of college to get a job if nobody is hiring, right? If people are just not hiring entry level people anymore and everybody is asking for experienced people, how do you get experience? That is the catch-22 situation that we have right now. So right now it's very difficult for people to get a job. And what can we do? There are solutions. So now productivity is up, but people are not making that much money. The wages are not going up. Productivity has gone up by like hundreds of percents. Like people are twice as more productive, 3 times as more productive, but has the salary gone up twice? It's not even gone up 10%, right? And with inflation, that 10% is just stagnant. People are earning way less compared to the amount of productivity they are getting on the table, right? So the jobs that are safe right now, that are trades. So even though Jensen Huang said in an interview that you should be looking at going into trades because AI can absolutely do coding, content writing, marketing and all that stuff, jazz. So you should literally go into coding. Oh no, sorry, not coding. Should literally go into trades. So trades, nursing, and what's that? There's this term for a person who draws your blood through a syringe. So those jobs are absolutely safe because you're not. I will never trust a AI nurse to give me the amount of care and empathy that a real nurse can, and I would never trust a machine to draw my blood. If there is a human available, I know a human. It's very complicated. Things you do with your hands are just not cost effective or just not. There are some stigma to AI doing those jobs, and I would much rather prefer a human do those jobs than an AI right now, as things stand in time. Trade jobs are booming, but nobody wants them. And there's a stat that in America, if 5 tradesmen they retire, only 2 new tradesmen they join. They learn from trade school, right? And most companies have not actually replaced anyone yet. Most of the times you hear that companies have replaced people, this, that. The tech is just not there. For certain industries like BPO, for call centers, telecallers, might be there. But otherwise, most of the companies have not let go of people, right? And there is this whole thing that what if AI killed the jobs before the new ones even came, right? So back in the day, there used to be bank tellers. And when ATM machines came, people said that nobody will go to a bank teller. See how many bank tellers are still there now. It's not that ATMs replaced bank tellers. Bank tellers are still there. They are doing other work. Like they are still doing their work, right? Because people trust people most of the time, right? And there is this whole thing that the AI, there is diminishing returns, right? So what if AI stops improving? We have already gathered all the training data and fed all the training data that ever was into these AI. And we have already trained them. Now, what if it stops getting better? Because now, if you listen to the news is like, this new model is like 4%, 5% better than the previous one. Or ChatGPT 5.5 is like 5% better than Opus 4.7 at some things. And these are minute changes. Nothing groundbreaking. And the AI is hitting a ceiling, and there is so much further that we can go in that area, right? So now, what are the solutions to this, right? AI agents. So what I want you to do is you go home and take a piece of paper, write down all the tasks that you do. And every task that you do can be broken down into other subtasks, and see which ones can you automate with AI and which ones can you delegate, right? And which ones can you eliminate. Automate, delegate, and eliminate. That is the whole mantra, right? See what can be done by AI. Right now, it's going to be very tough because if you don't know anything about AI, it will take you so much time to learn about how AI works and how do you put proper context and how do you give it rules, guidelines, basics, and what is a .md file and stuff like that. But let's say you get it all done. You take a month. It'll suck for a month, right? Your productivity will go down. Let's say you're working at 30% productivity, it'll go down to, let's say, 15% for a month, and you will feel the pain. But after that month, let's say after that month subsides and you start getting results, it will just not be a linear result. It will be compounding. It will be exponential results that you will get after everything is trained and set and done, because you are using the most smartest brain that there is to help you with your work. It is gonna be much better to do your job, and it can actually replace parts of your tasks that you can do, that you do on a daily basis, and it can help you speed up your productivity. So that's what I want you to do. Every task that you have, just make a workflow, put all the tasks there and see what you can automate, and try every 6 months, go in there. Once your system is ready, every 6 months go in there. Technology is improving a lot, and see what can be substituted next. How can you make those processes even better? And that's how you can keep your job. If you're at a job or if you're doing a business, you can keep doing that business profitably. Secondly, now we're talking about India's entire industry is based on outsourcing. So the whole world turns to India or other countries like Philippines for remote work because the labor in USA is expensive. So if people can do the work if AI can do the work that's being outsourced with your brain, like people doing brain work, AI can easily replace those, and the outsourcing industry can be at risk because these companies like TCS, Infosys, and Wipro and all that do outsourcing work in India, they have frozen hiring. They're just not hiring anymore, and the entry-level jobs are just not being hired, right? That is one thing. And AI might close that path that lifted millions out of poverty. Millions in India, they had this vision that they'll go work for a big company like TCS, Wipro, Infosys. They might get a job, they might get experience, and then they might get placement outside of India, and life would be better. Now, that loop that might close, and it's disheartening, man. It is disheartening. But what can we do about it? I'll talk about solutions as well. But AI is creating new jobs as well. The term AI engineer is all over the place. People who know prompt engineering is already on the way down, so don't do that. You want to do that, you can do that, but try to be an AI engineer, right? Learn about AI. And AI engineers are earning $200,000 a year on an average. Some people are earning way more, and the demand is growing up rapidly. Companies want people to automate their things and save money, right? Companies are greedy. Every businessman is greedy. I'm also greedy. We want the lowest cost and the highest results. And that's what AI can help. And you being an AI engineer can automate a lot of other people's things, right? And there's this whole AI agency that's going on. So people set up AI agencies and go reach to businesses and ask them that we'll automate or make your implement AI into your workflow and see if you can get a productivity boost out of it. That is what is being happening right now in AI agencies and how it's creating new jobs, right? And there is this saying by Sam Altman that soon we're going to see billion-dollar companies run by one person using AI. And that is more and more becoming true day by day, because AI is giving you so much leverage if you do it right, that you can replace so many people in so many processes and so many things that you can earn quite a lot more and you can actually do those big numbers, right? And a computer science degree was used to be the gold standard. People used to say that learn computer science, you'll never go out of business. It is becoming riskier day by day because people right now, they don't want to. Computer science, most of the time, everything is being taken over by AI, and it's very difficult for people to get a job with computer science. Most of the time, it's just not happening anymore, and people are also not going to computer science degrees. And all I want you to do is build skills, because these crises, it has come and gone. There was the huge dot-com crash and all that. The people that survived in those things were the people that built skills. And people with varied skills are the most valuable people in the world. If you can develop, if you can develop 3 or 4 or 5 high quality skills, and if you are at top 1% in those 5 skills, there is nobody like you. There is no one at that point. There is very few people that knows this and this at 1%, at the top 1%. And that is what gives you leverage. That is what keeps, ahead of everyone else. So that is what I want for you. I want you to build as many skills as possible, so that at the end of the day, Steve Jobs used to say that the dots will connect. He was taking calligraphy classes, and in his book, everyone used to say, why are you taking calligraphy classes? Why are you learning this and that? He said that the dots will connect sooner rather than later. And when he was building Apple computers, like the Apple II had the most amazing graphics because he learned calligraphy, and he used that calligraphy to build amazing fonts, amazing design on those computers. And that is what set those computers apart from others. So it's not like anything is a waste. Everything helps. Every single skill gets you further more valuable. So right now, the takeaway is just learn new skills, learn anything and everything that you are interested in, learn about AI, and sooner rather than later, it will all work out. You will become more valuable if you know more things. So that is my entire thing that I want from you. And build skills which AI cannot copy, right? AI cannot do sales. It cannot do objection handling. It can, most of the times, people don't want to do business with a computer as compared to real people. People trust people, right? And at the end of everything, I would like to say one last thing is that direct the AI, right? Don't compete with it. The people who will lose their jobs are the ones who will compete with AI. And the people who will come out on top at the end of this will be the ones who direct the AI, right? Who tell the AI what to do. And that is how you create more value. If you compete with AI, AI is super smart, it can't. But if you leverage AI, if you use AI and you direct AI to do your tasks, do your work, you can become you can go so much further ahead, right? And my closing thoughts, I would like to say that nobody knows anything, right? What's gonna happen? Nobody can predict the future. Ethan Malik said that nobody can predict what's gonna happen next. AI can take all the jobs, AI cannot. Humans are very smart, human can always adapt. Like people have said that there will be universal basic income, or Sam Altman has said that we can just tax AI on the work that it does. Let's say it produces $100. We can tax and take like $20 from AI so that we can feed people, and we can feed other people who don't have access to AI or something like that. And tokens is the new currency, right? So if the people have tokens, right now we are living in a golden age. AI is cheap. That $20 a month plan, you can get a lot out of. Right now, the amount of money these companies are burning to give you that $20 a month plan is staggering. And if you use those tokens if you actually have tried, I've tried before, if you actually try using API keys and API tokens to do that same amount of work, you will end up spending way more money. And these companies are just getting you hooked on AI. And when you are hooked, at the end of the day, they're gonna just take away and you'll be paying much more for AI. So right now there's a golden age. Learn anything and everything you can about AI and learn, take up as many skills as you can, so that at the end of all of this, when everything is said and done, you're not the one that's holding the L because you did not learn new skills or improve yourself. And when AI gets expensive, you are the one that knows that you can get the work done with lower amount of tokens and less AI budget, because that's coming sooner rather than later. And yeah, and there's this fun thing, right? When the AI model comes out, the results are like amazing. That's what they compare it against everything, right? Opus 4.8 came out. It's like it just smoked ChatGPT 5.5 out of the water, right? That's what everybody said. It's 3% or 5% better than this and that and this and that. It's running on aggressive mode when it comes out. All the benchmarks are running on aggressive mode. The compute that they're throwing at it is insane. After a few months, the compute, they slowly taper it down because they don't have enough compute. They don't have enough data centers. And the quality of the results that you get slowly, gradually decreases. Right now, they are burning money to get you as a customer. And this is the golden period. And I would really appreciate and love for you to go ahead and give it your all and learn this skill before it's too late, before it's just not physically or financially possible to learn this. Because even on a free plan, you can do a lot more. Codex is on free plan. You can learn a lot more AI on the free plan. So the takeaway of the entire video is become the one who directs the machine, not the one who's being directed, who's competing against it, right? That's how you'll stay ahead and build skills and build your skills and build yourself and build and keep on working. Don't just sit on the sidelines.